I think the state board needs to make it mandatory that there is more teaching.
Yes.
More teaching.
Yes.
And it starts basic curly hair. That is one of my passions.
And that's the biggest, right now it's like.
It's not even touched in school.
No.
That is something I'm like, oh.
Curly haircuts are one of the number one services that people are looking for, especially all women with curly hair.
Yeah.
I know that, believe me, if somebody was to ask me for a curly cut, I don't even know where I would start because I never got trained on that. I'm not behind the chair anymore, but still, like even my daughter goes to another one of my friends to get her hair cut because she has wavy hair, and I'm like, I'm not gonna fuck you up.
Can you actually hold a 10-minute consultation with the client? That is something most of the new people fail because they don't even know what to ask.
So they're not even teaching that anymore here, or any. That's insane.
Well, not in depth.
Yeah,
it's like
just like, oh, what do you want? What do you need?
What are we doing today? I would like a trim. And then we're doing a trim, but that's exactly what the client was asking for, yes. But there is no guidance, there is no, hey, collaboration, there is no, let me change you up, I have this idea. It's an artistry.
Yeah.
It's bring your ideas, recommend something.
Yeah.
Upsell.
Yeah. And one of the things that you do, your guys' retail, girl, I'm a girl. You guys do so good. And I think it is because of your consultations. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Beauty Bound. I am your host, Cristal Rubio. I am the owner of Beauty Pro Bookkeeping, and you can find me on Instagram at Beauty Pro Bookkeeping and online www.beautyprobookkeeping.com. But today I am joined by a wonderful guest. Her name is Jenny. She is the owner of Hairway to Heaven 26. She's not only one of my clients, she's also one of my really good friends and an amazing stylist. So I'm going to turn it over to her so she could introduce herself a little bit and tell you guys a little bit about herself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jenny Wayne. I'm the owner of Hairway to Heaven 26 in Old Town Helotes. I'm originally from Germany. I came to Texas about 10 years ago with my lovely husband. He was in the military. He retired here in Texas, and we decided to stay. Mm-hmm. So I built my business back up here in the lovely San Antonio.
Wow.
And
10 years?
Yes.
Wow. I don't know why I thought you've been here way longer than that.
Nope. It's been 10 years. 2016.
Before that, you were in Germany?
No, we were in the States a couple of times, and then we were lucky. We had 2 tours back in Germany. Mm-hmm. We were in Tennessee, we were in Maryland, in California, so we hopped around.
Okay.
With the military quite often. I worked for different salons.
Mm-hmm. You're licensed in different states. You're not only licensed in a different country, but you're also licensed in different states,
yes.
Right?
Well, I had to take my license here in the States again. Mm-hmm. That way I was able to work in the United States, even though I had my license in Europe.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I wasn't able to transfer it.
That's
insane.
It
wasn't, I don't know what the English word is for that.
But transferable.
Yeah,
right?
They didn't accept it,
That's
even though I
insane.
had way more hours.
Yeah, your education in Germany is
way longer.
Extensive. It's extensive, and you were saying earlier when you were talking before we got on here, it wasn't just 10 months or like it is here in the United States.
No,
you said how many years?
It's in order to get your regular license to work as a stylist, you have to go to school for 3 years, combined with an apprenticeship in a salon. So 3 years, and then you get your regular cosmetology license.
Okay.
If you want to work as a owner and you want to open up your own salon, you have to go full-time another 6 months to a school and get your master's.
What?
So it's, if you combine everything, almost 4 years of school.
Oh my
So yeah,
gosh.
it's quite different.
Yeah.
Here you're gonna go to school and
Yeah,
can
and
do
that's it.
everything.
Yeah. So when you went to the school for the 3 years first, what is it that you learned there? Because I know here you go to beauty school 10 months, you learn hair, nails, and skin, right?
Yeah.
And within those months, you're supposed to learn anatomy. You're supposed to learn chemistry. You're supposed to learn. And when I say all those things, is because a hair is a science. The chemistry is mixing your hair colors. All the product. The skincare, you have to learn the anatomy because you need to know exactly, what muscles you're touching as you're massaging a face, or the scalp, like what, the occipital bone, or, all these other, when you're cutting hair.
Mm-hmm.
But how are you supposed to learn that in 10 months, right? Opposed to in Germany.
You kind of can't, I would say.
Yeah.
You can't. In Germany, it's a little bit different. In the first year, it's separated. In the first year, you do a lot of like helping other people.
Okay.
You do a lot of cleaning. You do assisting. You get like the basic of how to do a roller set. You get the basic of hair cutting. You get the basic of everything, but on mannequins.
Okay.
If you want to say so. That's for a whole year.
Oh, wow.
And then they teach you the same in school, the theory part of that, what you learn.
Okay.
And then in the second year, it's getting a little bit more advanced. You work on the clients. You then transition into color. You do the theory of color. You do the different textures of the hair. You do perms. It's going more into depth.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the fourth year, you learn the bones, and it goes, everything is combined.
Yeah.
You learn way more. So you touch everything for a whole year.
Oh, wow.
And then the whole exam, you touch all of it. Everything
Yeah.
is going to be tested in the exam.
And you do it on a natural human, correct?
Natural human, yes.
Yes.
You have to bring a model to the state board for your nails. You have to bring a model for your hair, model for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a human. It's not a mannequin. Yeah.
So, I was telling you earlier too, when I took my exam, I had to bring in a model as well. I was the last class in my school that, like, right when the laws were changing. So they had talked about the laws changing. And I think I went January of 2010 or 11 to get my license. And then the month afterwards, it was a mannequin. So I'm glad I had to do, because, I had finger waves, the roller set, I had to learn a little bit more. Yeah. And I still got to work on people while I was on the floor. I did 14 months, which is still not enough. There's still so much more color that you have to learn, I feel like. Now, you as a salon owner, what are some of the things that you feel have lacked with the students, or even trying to employ people?
What has lacked? Oh, I would say over here, what I see is when people come out of school, they don't, not everybody, but the majority has to learn the basic of hair cutting. They know the basic of coloring, but the theory of color, they don't know.
It's not there.
No,
Yeah.
they don't understand that hair actually is already theory of color.
Yes.
So that's missing.
Yeah.
The customer service aspect is missing. They have so much anxiety because they worked on mannequins. They didn't work on humans enough.
That's insane.
It changed.
Yeah.
It really changed. Because they have passed state board, they think they're ready, and then they're so disappointed because they're hit with such a brick wall
Yeah.
that they're gonna lose the passion for the
Yeah.
industry, which is so great in my
Yeah.
opinion. You can make a huge amount of money if you have passion for the
Yes.
industry. And they lose the passion, and then they quit after 2 years.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
It
it's
is.
really, really sad.
Especially because beauty school is not cheap.
No, it is not cheap. And then also when they come out, it's for the owner really frustrating because we're putting so much effort and passion into those people, and then they're going to quit because it's not fast enough
Yeah.
for them, or they feel like, I just learned for a whole year. Why do I have to invest another 2 years
Yes.
for learning? There is a gap, what I think is missing, and I think it's not necessarily just the schools. I think
Yeah.
the state board needs to make it mandatory that there is more teaching.
Yes. Yes.
And it starts basic curly hair. That
Yeah.
is
Oh,
one of
that's-
my passions.
And that's the biggest right now. It's like,
It's not even touched in school.
No.
That is something I'm like, oh.
yeah, because
Yeah.
right now that's one of the, and I don't want to call it a trend, but it's one of the best sellers. I'd like to say, like the curly haircuts are one of the number one services that people are looking for, especially all women with curly hair.
Yeah.
I know that, believe me, if somebody was to ask me for a curly cut, I don't even know where I would start because I never got trained on that. I'm not behind the chair anymore, but still, like even my daughter goes to another one of my friends to get her haircut because she has wavy hair, and I'm like, I'm not gonna fuck you up.
I personally think that, and I might ruffle some feathers if I say that, if you trained very well in cutting hair, understanding how hair falls, straight or curly, you know how to cut curly hair.
I hate cutting hair.
Yeah, then that is something different than specialize in color. If you really like the industry, you don't have to be good in all of. That's why my hair salon is a color studio.
Yeah.
We specialize in color and cuts.
Yeah.
That's it. I hate perms.
Yeah.
I hate updos. I don't like bridals. All of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not good.
Yeah.
I refer people out to stylists I know who are good in that.
Yeah.
And I have no problems doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's a one thing I think. I would try to stay away always from haircuts. I love doing fun colors.
Colors.
Vivids.
Yeah, me too.
Vivids is my thing. And so that's what I love doing all the time, But when it came to the hair cutting, I was always like, I feel like I wasn't taught the right way. And because I wasn't taught the right way, I would try to find education. And so I would go to like the matrix classes and stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm going to get it. But I feel like I just didn't have that. Like that was not one of my gifts. The hair cutting part, I'm just like, oh, like, no. And I mean, my other daughter who has the straight hair, I'll cut her hair. Like I feel confident in cutting her hair and I give her layers and everything. But the other one, I'm just like, no, I don't want to mess up your hair. But like you said, if you have the basics down, I'm sure, but it's more of that being afraid, I think. And not having that confidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is another thing that goes back to when you get out of school.
Mm-hmm.
The salon owner that rebuild people.
Mm-hmm.
We are not just hiring, we're rebuilding you.
Rebuilding, yeah.
If you have the confidence, you're good in hair cutting.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And
that's what I think.
and I didn't. I'm like, and then when I came here to, when we moved to Texas, I remember going into a salon to, I had already been behind the chair for years. And I went into a salon to test out to see if they could hire me. And I'm a perfectionist when it comes to color. And I don't know how to do like speed color. Mm-hmm. And I remember she was just staring at me the whole time because I was taking my time doing the hair. And it was my daughter's hair too. So I'm like, I'm not going to mess up her hair. So I wasn't going fast and I was giving her highlights. My daughter has a bunch of hair. Mm-hmm. And I remember she was like, yeah, it's not going to work out. You should come in and practice more because you don't have the technique down. And I was like, oh.
But that's her job to teach you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, okay. So then I remember telling my husband, I'm like, she basically told me I sucked, but I've been doing hair for like 10 years already. And after that, I was like, man, and I had been, working the whole time. So I was just like, man, I don't think I'm meant to do this anymore. And I kind of like, what is it? I gave myself a little pity party for a little bit. And I was like, oh, nope.
That's not what I stand for.
Yeah, I went and I went into a studio on my own. And even though I had no clients, I was like, then I had to figure it out. And I was in a studio, but it was somebody else, like, basically telling me, you don't know how to do this, that I was like, oh, let me show you that I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm all for empowering.
Yeah.
I mean.
And you always do.
Yeah. You can learn everything.
Yeah, you do that a lot. I know you have, at your studio, you're hiring.
I'm hiring. I'm always hiring.
You're always hiring.
Yes.
And one of the things that I love about your hiring process is your different tiers, because when they come in, you normally hire apprentice, right?
Associates.
Associates, and then they move up, right?
Yes.
So as an associate, could you explain to me like the different tiers and how it is that they move up?
They start in my salon as an associate. The associates program can go from 6 months to 9 months. It depends on each person. Some people learn fast. Some other people, they need a little bit longer. It really depends on the person. If you bring the numbers and if you fulfill all the requirements to graduate from that program, you graduate into stylist level 1. The prices go up a little bit for your services, and then you work in that field.
Yes.
For a period of time, and you work on your goals for the next level. So it really depends on where you are comfortable and what goals you have. If you want to make more money, you work on getting to your next level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then for those, I know you have some amazing stylists now.
I do.
And I know your manager, right? Kim, she's the one that's been with you the longest, correct?
No, she was my second hire.
Okay.
Yeah, Jen
was your first.
Is the first. Was the first one? Yeah, she's a level 3 stylist. Kim she started as an associate. She's now level 2, and is my manager.
Yeah.
She has amazing qualities. She is dedicated. She loves all of my stylists. Actually, started as associates. You can actually work your way up.
Yeah, and have they all assisted you at one point?
Yes,
that's
everybody.
Awesome.
We work as a team. Even if you're a level 5 stylist, you have to help. It's a teamwork. We always collaborate. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Collaborate. Yes, we brainstorm together. It's always a team.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And I see that a lot on your social media as well, where you try to take them to events, to classes.
I do.
You're always making sure that they're educated in everything that they do.
Yes.
I think, honestly, if anybody comes and interviews, it would be the smartest thing to do would be to come and work for you,
I would say so myself.
Yeah, because you're empowering them. You're trying to help them grow. I know that we were talking about how there's a lot of things that the schools are doing that we always think it's just the schools that are doing, right? That they're not teaching enough or they're not doing enough. But I think the more we look into it, we end up coming to the conclusion that the ones that are not doing enough is CDLR, correct? And what are some of the things that you wish that would change? Let's say you had TDLR in front of you right now.
Oh. I want them to change the requirements. I want them to push more the hair, like make it a test, that they test out on humans, hair cutting.
Yeah.
That they test out on, do a color correction, testing out, or walk me through at least something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yes.
or just let them walk in and give me a consultation. That takes 10 minutes. Can you actually hold a 10-minute consultation with the client? That is something most of the new people fail because they don't even know what to ask.
So they're not even teaching that anymore here? Or any? That's insane.
Well, not in depth.
Yeah.
It's like...
Just like, oh, what do you want? What do you need?
What are we doing today? I would like a trim. And then we're doing a trim, but that's exactly what the client was asking for, yes. But there is no guidance.
Yeah.
There is no, hey, collaboration. There is no, let me change your app. I have this idea. It's an artistry.
Yeah.
It's bring your ideas, recommend something.
Yeah.
Upsell. It's... Hello.
Yeah. And one of the things that you do, your guys is retail. Girl. I'm a girl. You guys do so good. And I think it is because of your consultations. It is because of the, I feel like I haven't been there to see you, from start to finish with a client. I think I did one of the things that I was impressed. One of the times that I went into your salon, you were actually foiling. And Kim was assisting you with the foils. Mm-hmm. And to me, that has always been so intriguing. And it's been intriguing because I thought I had never seen it with anybody else.
That somebody is helping with foiling?
Yes. I had seen it one other time. And you know who I saw it with? I don't know if you know who, oh my gosh, Tracy, is it Tracy Kellingham? No. Oh my gosh.
Social media person?
She's not a social media person, but she is she was a Redken educator, and she was at one point she was Khloe Kardashian's stylist, and she used to be J-Lo's stylist as well. Oof. So I learned from her one time when I was in California. Mm-hmm. And man, when I saw her doing, she was training us, and she's over here with the brush and the bowl, right? And then as she's turning with the brush, she had already had the hair in her hand. Mm-hmm. She turns with the brush, and there was already a foil underneath. She wasn't even done. And then, she just applies a fold of foil, turns back.
That's what we do, yeah.
And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm. We do that too sometimes. It depends on the situation.
But that is awesome. I could never understand how people were so fast. To me, I was like, how?
We also blow dry together sometimes. It depends on the situation. And then we have clients in the chair
Tracy Cunningham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So, I need to research that. Yeah. I'm looking into that.
That's her.
Nah.
And she's so nice, so down to earth. But she was the first one that made me, after already being in the industry for a long time, she is the first person that made me want to go back and assist.
Nice.
Because I was like, why didn't I do this from the beginning? I would have learned so much more.
Yeah.
But I was in a small town where, where was I going to go look? Mm-hmm. And she was in Beverly Hills, But it was one of those like, if I could learn from someone like that. And so when I saw that walking into your salon and that was going on, I was like, oh man, this is amazing. This is what it means to actually train a stylist, to actually help somebody grow, to actually work as a team.
Yeah.
You don't see that because I feel like everybody's out there to like one up one other. Like,
there's a lot of competition, and I personally cannot stand it. Mm-hmm. It drives me crazy. That's why I push so much for teamwork.
Yes.
There's enough people for everybody. Mm-hmm. We don't need that stupid competition. No. So, that's what I was trying to say earlier was when we do blowouts and people have time, they come, hey, do you need help? And I will never turn down help.
Yeah.
So, we blow dry sometimes with two people together, and then the client says, oh, that's the first. I never had two people blow dry me at the same time.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I feel like a queen. I'm like, you should feel like a queen.
Exactly. And
it goes faster.
Yeah.
People pay for for time.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we can give them, more time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's awesome. And see, I'm telling you, it's all these things that you don't think about. And I had only seen it and it was with her. That was the first person I ever saw it with. And I always I didn't go back to assisting because I was like, man, I've already been in the industry for so long. Like, wouldn't that be weird if I went back to assist? But it was something that I wish I would have started off my career assisting rather than like going full force. I think I would have learned a lot more.
Yeah, I think it's important.
Yes. And do you ever get any like people who are fresh out of school who once they get there and they start and then they're disappointed because of what like their expectations were? Because I feel I honestly feel people are delusional when we get out of school because we think we know it all.
Yes.
But we don't.
I think yes.
Yeah.
It's a very fine line. Sometimes I have seen people, yes, they know it from the book.
Yes.
And they're correct. But then I say, okay, in theory, that is correct what you are telling me. But if you put that theory the way it is on a person's head, it's not turning out what the theory is telling you because the canvas is different. You have to keep that in mind. And that is something what I think the school should teach.
Yeah.
Because, yes, when I mix red and blue, it's purple.
Yeah.
Yes, but the canvas is not always just red and blue.
No.
So, yeah, they come out and they say, I know this.
Yeah.
And then they wonder, why is it orange?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's like if you go, let's say, if you wanted to go into my hair and all of a sudden I tell you, I'm kind of bored of the red. I want some highlights in there.
Yeah.
Right away, somebody's going to want to do what?
Usually they bleach it out.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but then when it picks up orange, they're going to want to go in with just a straight blue and maybe a little bit of violet. But then they're not going to think of the red pigmentation in there, so they're going to forget the green.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then they have a muddy mess.
Yep.
Yeah, I have seen it. Seen it. Or, yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
Yeah, because it's true. It's like, or if it's people don't think that orange is just not, it's not just the yellow and that's it. Or that there's always, well, we'll just put blue in it. Well, no, you do need some green in there because there's red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that's one of the things I feel like they don't teach enough at school. I know there was one of the biggest things that you have always, I think one of the things that you always kind of not get angry but frustrated with. So please go on. And I know it's more of like on the stylists who are fresh stylists who think they don't need to know something because a client is not going to know, or the client doesn't know if I took an exam, or the client, and it's more when a stylist isn't knowledgeable enough, or when a stylist feels like they know too much. It's more on the shortage of stylists. I think the licensing requirements. I saw it on your notes, and maybe I'm going wrong with it. You could go ahead and tell me if I'm going wrong with it.
I mean that clients, when they actually sit in the chair, they deserve professionals.
Okay.
Because they're paying money.
Yeah.
And you work on their body.
Yeah.
And I think the word professionals, that's what the industry is about. It's not just on paper.
Yeah.
So you have to put education in. That's where I get frustrated.
Yes.
And that is something where I get frustrated is, it is just a trim. And the kitchen stylist, I'm going to cut your hair for $10. And then they're wondering why a client comes to a salon and says, yeah, but I have a stylist, they cutting it for $10. Well, I'm not. My haircut is $79.
Yeah.
you get the whole experience. You
Yeah.
get my education, my knowledge, my experience, my all of overhead, all of
Yes.
that stuff. So that's frustrating to
Yes.
me. And then people wondering why the beauty industry is so underappreciated.
It is.
That is my frustration.
Yeah. And
Professional.
okay, and
That's-
that's what I was because I
I'm
remember
like, where's the connection?
yes,
Yeah.
because I remember a post that you had made, and I feel this as well because I know that we do have a lot of people asking, oh, where can I find a stylist that does this cheap?
That gets me going.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, so do you want it cheap and bad, or do you want it cheap and good? Because you're not going to get that. You're going to get cheap and bad probably.
Yeah.
There isn't a cheap and good unless you're going to get it cheap and maybe decent because the products are from Sally's.
Yeah. And then your hair's ruined. And then you go on social media and you bash the stylist. It's not the stylist's fault.
No.
It's really not.
No, because the style is probably learning too. They probably haven't experienced a good salon or to go and find somewhere to work at.
Yeah. And the products from Sally's are not the best.
They're not.
No.
They always say, but it says professional.
I question that.
Yeah. All the time.
All the time, yes.
Especially like with splat.
I will not
color.
touch
Oh
any
my
hair
gosh.
what has splat on it. I will not.
I did it one time.
I did it one time too. Never again.
That was it. Because it doesn't come out the hair.
Nope. It ruins the hair.
Yeah.
You need to cut it off.
Yeah. I've had that happen before, and I was like, please don't tell me you use splat, because if you did, I'm not doing your hair. But it
people
works.
don't understand
it stays. I get it. It stays really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cheap and it stays.
Don't expect it to come out.
Yeah. That is something, it's really, really frustrating, when people say that.
You're like, I can't do that.
No.
So, your license, and I know I asked you earlier, how many states are you licensed in?
All of the states in the United States, I would say. For real.
You're like, yeah, because you've lived in plenty of states, correct?
I can transfer mine anywhere I want
No, I know
to.
you can, so,
Yeah.
but do you hold the because I know you lived in California, right?
Yeah.
Did you work as a stylist there as well?
No, I did not.
So which states have you worked as a stylist?
In Maryland and in Texas.
In Texas. Awesome. So then, business-wise, have you had a business in all 3 states, or is this the first state that you have?
Just in Texas.
Just in Texas? And in Germany?
Yes.
Okay. So now running a business in Germany and running a business in Texas, what are the biggest differences that you have found as far as able to run them? Was it easier to run? And I don't think running a business is easy. I think it's the hardest shit you've ever had to do. But is it easier to run a business in Germany than it is in Texas, or vice versa, or equally hard?
That is a very hard question. I would say, for me personally, it was harder here, only because I went in blind.
Okay.
I learned as I go, and I learned that the different laws. The laws are so different over here. You need a paper for this, and you need a paper for that, and this needs a registration, and that is way easier over there. If you get your license and your insurance, you're done.
No
way. You
way.
don't need any 1,000 different things.
Really?
It's way easier.
Oh man, yeah. I feel like, well, and even so from here.
Easier.
Running a business in Texas is easier than running a business in California. That's also a different, and even though it's harder here,
then I don't want it in
oh
California.
my gosh, no! In California, you need all kinds of permits, and then before you could even open your salon, you need all these other things too. Like you need, there's so many things that you need to be able to open up. Here in Texas, I remember I applied for my mini salon license. And then just transferred my Cosmo license to Texas, and I was able to open. It was, but that's also in a studio that was already set up.
Yeah, when I opened up
Yeah.
my one-room studio in JC Salons,
Yeah.
that was easy. I
Right?
just had to have my mini salon
Uh-huh.
license, and everything was taken care of from
then
the building.
Yeah.
That was easy. But then when I outgrew that place
Mm-hmm.
and I got bigger, I was like, oh my God,
What
I need
certificate
this.
of occupancy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the fire department and this and all of those people had to come, and I'm like, what the heck?
You're
and
like,
then
I'm
I
not
met you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all my numbers, I'm like, I need to do this and then I need to do that. I'm
That's
like, oh
true.
my
Your
God.
LLCs.
Yeah,
your,
way too much.
So now, like moving on to the business part of it, I think
Way too much.
what has been, I think, your hardest, because I know when I came in, you had questions, obviously, you know, but what from when we started to now, I've seen growth, but I've also seen struggles. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it hasn't just been all like rainbows and butterflies. It's been like it's been a process for sure. It's been a process of the hiring, the finding the right people,
Yeah.
the getting your numbers right, the being able to, you know, get your website, to get that up and running, you know, as even looking for social media people. Like, there's been so many things that have happened behind the scenes that people don't get to see.
Mm-hmm.
They only see happy, smiley Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
They see the Jenny who is hardworking. They see the Jenny who shows up to
loses
her
their shit sometimes.
Yeah,
That too.
You see, but that's
Yeah.
good. Like, I feel like you are genuinely you with your people. You do obviously get frustrated like everybody else, but I feel like nobody ever gets to see our struggles as far as like our hardships when it comes to the business, our health when it comes to the business, our reasons why we have to take time off, our reasons why we have to do a lot of things, you know, because we don't let people see all of that 100% of the time. I think our clients see it. Social media doesn't see it.
No.
Our clients sit there and cry with us sometimes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We cry with them.
Yeah, business wise, I try to keep it
Yeah.
away from the clients.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their time.
Yes.
They get the therapy
Yes.
session.
Yeah. So you
know?
cry with them.
I cry with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
That you cry with them, but they
try
don't get
to
to
keep-
see.
Our private stuff at home.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I know throughout this year, you've had quite a few. You know, you injured your
Yeah. My foot. I
your
had
foot.
injury. Yeah.
Yeah, which is not good. But even during those times, your team held it together.
Amazing. Yeah.
You're-
Even now, I'm on vacation and. Oh my God, I don't know if you saw it, but the reviews are just coming in. And when I read the reviews, it gives me some goosebumps and a little bit of pee in my eyes. Because they're praising the teamwork. And this is me not even being there. So I know they're working their ass off.
Yeah, you've created an amazing team.
Yeah.
You've created
What
an
I'm
amazing team.
struggling with is in the shop, finding new stylists. I need new stylists.
Yes.
I'm growing. The people are, the clientele is growing. They love us.
Yeah.
I need passionate stylists
And
who
what do
want
you
to join the
think?
team.
Why do you think you're struggling so much in that aspect?
A lot of new stylists or stylists in general, they're going into suites.
Yeah.
They want to work by themselves. For some people, that's it.
Yeah.
It was for me for 5 years.
Yeah.
A good way to make my income.
Mm-hmm.
But the downside from it was very lonely.
Yeah.
It was just me and my client.
Yeah.
I could not collaborate with anybody.
Yeah.
There was no brainstorming. There was not gossiping when you wanted to. It was just, there was not even going away and just venting.
Yeah.
You were just with your client
clients,
24/7,
that's it.
and it was pretty lonely.
Yeah.
So I enjoy having a team.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for all those new stylists, I feel like anybody who is out there getting ready to get out of school, I think if you are looking for a job, if you're trying to, to learn more,
come see me.
Please come see her.
Come see me. I do all the work behind the scene.
She really does. She does.
Do all the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things that I think a lot of stylists don't understand is the commission. I think part of it, the hourly part of it, and a lot of stylists do get screwed over when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And I'll be the one to tell you, because I run payroll, that she is up to date on the way that payroll should be ran. She does, pay hourly. She does pay commission. She does do all the things depending on where you're at as a stylist, whether you're starting as an associate or you as you move up, obviously your pay changes. So always be aware of how you're getting paid, the pay structure in any salon that you go to. Yeah, that's very important, because I think even you as a salon owner, this is one of the things that I think can be hard, is the paying hourly opposed to commission, or vice versa. But your stylist's worth.
Yes. And I have to say, yes, I offer hourly, but all of my stylists have hourly and commission base contracts, but 99.9% my stylists get commission. Their work, they get commission and plus tip.
Yes.
Plus, I also offer the 401.
Yes.
I offer pay time off sometimes. Yes. Yeah, it depends on how long you have been with me. I'm very flexible with work schedule. I don't keep you there if you don't have clients. I want you to enjoy your family. It's a give and take.
Yeah. And you are a W-2 employee.
W-2 employee,
You're not a 1099, you're a W-2.
And when you're a W-2 employee, all supplies are provided.
Yes.
The only thing you have to bring is your scissors.
Yeah.
And then whatever you would like to bring.
Yeah.
Color, whatever not, water, it is supplied by the employer. Yes.
Yeah. So, and that's one of the cool things, I think, that there isn't a lot of people who do that. I know a few of salon owners who do that, but not everybody does that. No. So be aware. For me, like the one thing that I don't think gets offered enough is the 401k. Yeah. And you're doing that.
I'm doing that, yes.
Which is so awesome.
Also implemented last year the system Tippy, which allows me to give my stylists their tips the same day. Yes. They don't have to wait until payroll comes around, because I know how important it is to have your tip money.
Plus, there's a new law. Oh my gosh.
There's a new law.
Yes.
Oh, so here you go again.
It's a good thing, though.
Good thing.
So, for those who actually get tips, your tips are, I think it's up to $25,000, are not, they're not counted towards your income.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so you won't be taxed on up to $25,000. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure of the number, but it's a big old chunk of your tips that you will not be. Oh yeah, because you won't be taxed on them. So I think as stylists, we always worry like, oh man, they're gonna, I have to pay taxes on the tips. You won't. You no longer have to on a certain amount, and that'll be for when everybody files taxes next year for this year.
Big relief.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like that.
So it's exciting. What are some of the updates that you have going on?
Updates.
And, what are some of the cool things you have coming for Hairway to Heaven?
Oh, we have, we do always team events. Mm-hmm. So in September, we're going and doing sound baths together.
Oh.
As a team, specialized for team building.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah. That sounds
every
awesome.
time another stylist can pick.
Yeah.
So we do that as team. And then Christmas is coming. We do Christmas parties together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know you guys have, you guys went to like an awards thing where was it through the chamber?
Yeah, last year we
Last
got
year, right?
rewarded. Yeah, award best business in
Yeah.
Helotes. Yeah,
That's what I love.
2025, I
Yeah.
think.
I love that you always
24.
do team building. You always do, I know you guys just went to like a business meeting, not business meeting, a business convention.
Yes, we did. I forgot the
Aspire?
name. Yes,
Aspire, I think it
Yeah,
was.
that was cool.
Yeah.
We
And-
try to go together, as a team.
And you go to the hair shows sometimes, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys going to the one coming up?
Not this year, no.
Okay.
We're planning on eventually going on a trip, flying. We'll see.
Where to?
So we need to save. I'm not
I'm
sure
like,
yet.
she said, we'll see. I'm
We'll
like,
see.
yes, we'll see. I'm just
It depends on the team.
Yes. That's awesome. So one of the cool hair shows to go to is the Long Beach one. The one that's in, I think it's January every year. The Long Beach hair show in California.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
If we can make that would be cool.
Oh my God, that would be so awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell us again where they could find you.
You guys can find us in Old Town Helotes, right behind Wine 101. We are really tucked away in a cool old town feeling. I think it's really cozy. Yeah.
Yeah, and then their Instagram.
Cute. Our Instagram is, oh my God, I play.
It's
all, yeah, way to have 26.
The reason she blanked though, it's because she does have quite a few Instagrams, and the reason being is
I do.
Yes, she has an Instagram that is for hiring.
Yes, it's let me see, H2H26 join. I think
Let me see.
Let me look. Can I?
Yes, go ahead.
I have 3 different ones.
Join _
So we have for the stylists, join _ H2H26 team. Mm-hmm. That is for hiring and stylist updates. Then we have our regular Hairway to Heaven 26 Instagram page. And then I have my personal Jenny Behind the Scene Instagram page as well. You can find us on Facebook, Hairway to Heaven 26, and on TikTok.
Yeah.
We have TikTok too. I'm not quite often there, but sometimes.
But I know she is trying to get into all of that. So one of the things that you will see, it's the join _ H2H26 team that will be stored away in Beauty Brown's highlighted stories. So that way you guys know exactly where to go. When you hear this episode, you'll see it on linked under there.
Nice.
Yes.
Totally blanked.
Yeah. It's okay. But I do want to thank you for being on. I've been very excited. I've been trying to get you actually on from the beginning. Yes.
Yeah,
I think from the beginning of the year, I've been asking her.
Well, we're busy bees.
We are. We're busy bees. I know we've had a lot. Both of us have had a lot going on. Mm-hmm. But I am very excited to finish off the year strong. And I say finish off because I feel like we're already almost done with this year. Mm-hmm. But I can't wait what's in store for you for the beginning of 2026. Because it's going to be what they call like they say golden birthdays, but I'll call it a golden year because it'll be
golden goose is
yes, because Hairway to Heaven 26.
There's more things to come, but I can't give it away.
So I'm excited for that. Yes. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.